If you can't save $10, your credit probably ain't 800. You know what I'm saying? And you make it 750. Your credit score probably ain't. If I had to guess it, probably ain't 800.
Use what you have, but don't overdo it.
Yeah, don't be ridiculous. Please don't.
Don't be selfish.
Don't be selfish.
Yo, it's your boy KD.
And E-Man.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the Brothers Podcast. YouTube land, Facebook land, all those lands. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe at the link below, alright? Alright, so E-Man.
Yeah.
What's going on, man?
Good. What you got, man?
Man, so today, or the other day, man, I sent you a link, bro, that I saw on Facebook. Man.
Oh, yeah.
Something that I thought that would be a great conversation for the people, something that I think that would be good for us to talk about on today's podcast.
Right.
So go ahead and share that with the people, bro.
All right, so here's the conversation or the post that we got. So somebody posted this on Facebook. It said, can we have an honest conversation about how saving money is not a luxury everybody can afford? All right?
Say that one more time for the people.
So can we have an honest conversation?
An honest conversation.
About how saving money is not a luxury. That's the word. Keyword, a luxury that everybody can afford. Okay? So
today I think that's something that I think is very vital to this day and time, especially with this generation. A lot of times, bro, we believe and we think that we cannot save money, but we really can. A lot of times people think that we're underpaid because of the jobs that we have, or, we got a bachelor's degree, but it's not giving us the type of money that we need. That could be true, but we can still be saving. So there's a way that we can do that. So, hey, man, tell the people, man, something that you think or some ways you think that we can save some money, bro.
Right. So my biggest thing about saving money is, first of all, you got to have the mindset. We talk a lot about mindset. Mindset is always key. So if you have that mindset, I believe you have the mentality. If you want to do something, you're going to do it regardless. Okay. So one of my biggest things on saving is first create a goal. You got to know where you're going.
Right.
Like, give something tangible to yourself. If it's $500, I'm going to say $500 the next 6 months. Cool. You got a goal. You know what steps you can take. You know how many weeks you got, how many days. Make a plan out. Plan it out. Okay?
Right.
And another thing about this is, so you single, I'm married.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
So it's going to be different ways to save for me and you. It's going to be a little bit harder because I got more master's fees. I got other things to go about, daycare, all this other extra stuff.
Right.
So it's just different ways you can go about it. So your way might not work for me. My way might not work for you. So we're going to try to give you some tangible steps to take, regardless who you are, how much money you can save. If it's $5, if it's $100 a week. You know, it's different ways you can go about it. So when I saw this, I wrote down a few notes. So first of all, we want to go with getting your bank statement. Wherever you got your bank with, you can call them up, you can request it online. At least get a month's worth, 30 days worth.
Right.
At least 30 days. And on that bank statement, you're going to see every transaction you made in and out. So it's going to show you when you got paid. It's going to show you what you start spending your money on. Even if you get a lump sum of cash out, track that. When you spend that money, write it down. What I'm spending my money on. Write it down. And then once you see that, it's going to reveal to you what you're spending your money on. You're going to know what you're spending your money on. That paper don't lie.
Yeah.
Paper does not lie.
Man, that's something that they were talking about in this post, man. A lot of people started talking about how habits can control our saving methods, bro. And I think that that's something that's very heavy in the world. A lot of times we spend our money on, whether it's, drugs, let's be real, let's be alcohol, cigarettes, or even excessive eating out. When we can take time out to spend that $200 to go buy groceries, we can save that extra $50 or $60 that we use going out to eat every month or even every week. So that's something that can be.
Yeah. Cancel one of your Fridays.
Yeah.
Cancel one Friday.
Just one Friday. Chill at the home.
One Friday.
Chill at the house.
That's $50 at least.
I promise you, bro.
That's at least $50 minimum.
So to dig deeper into the post, there was a few comments that I liked and some that I wanted to share with you all today in that conversation. So on the post, one person said, people don't choose to be in poverty. Or hold on, let's go back. Your choices determine your financial stability. So that alone says a lot. And it's something that we just got done talking about. Habits, the things that we do in life, whether we take time to spend money on a McDouble whether we take time to go spend money on some bologna at the grocery store. We make choices in however we want to eat and where we eat and how we spend our money.
Sacrifice something. Every dollar counts.
Every dollar counts, bro. Every dollar. $1 a day, man. 365, sometimes $366 a year. So we gotta make sure that we put that plan in effect. So that's the first thing we're talking about, planning. So in response to that, the person who created the post says, people don't choose to be in poverty, and everyone doesn't have the same choices or opportunities as others. I mean, so to speak. I mean, we can say that. We can say that.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I saw two choices, man, that I want to share with the people today that I think could be very vital to our thought process, to the way that we think. And these are two people that I think are world-renowned figures. You know, somebody who has made an image for themselves, and people know these names very well. So there's two people. We got Mike Tyson, and we got Steve Harvey. All right. So first, the storyline behind this would be called the downfall and the comeback. Okay. So the downfall, we got Mike Tyson, world-renowned boxer. You know, him and Roy Jones Jr. just had a fight, maybe a few months ago. Beast fight. We all know Mike Tyson won that fight, but they called it a draw, so it is what it is. However, Mike Tyson in his prime was worth $300 million.
Back in the day.
Back in the day. His net worth was $300 million. $300 million is more than a lot of us can even ask for to this day. However, this man had tangible money of the $300 million, and guess what? He lost it. He lost it all. In 2003, he declared bankruptcy. Now his net worth as of 2020 is only $3 million. $3
million.
So this leads us to some of our points: planning and basic choices that we make. If we make those basic choices to save our money, if he would have just put back the $3 million or invested it, and that's a conversation for another day.
Right.
But even did anything with that $300 million, he would have a slew of money to this day and wouldn't have to struggle. I'm not saying he's struggling now, but $300 million, $3 million.
Man, even if you would have invested 20% of it,
20%,
and blown the rest, you still would have been better off today.
Still a whole lot better off, man. A whole lot better off. But there's another person that we talked about on the comeback side, Steve Harvey. Okay, so when we think about Steve Harvey, there was a story at one point in time Steve Harvey talked about on YouTube, and you can look this up as well, where he only had maybe $20 to $30 in his pocket. You know, Steve Harvey went to college. I believe he dropped out. You know, he was actually a basketball player at the time. He did a lot of different things in his lifetime, but then he struggled by making poor choices and lost a lot of his money from that experience. He left himself with $20 to $30, lived homeless, lived in his car for a long period of time. Lo and behold, man, he knew that he had a gift. He knew that God had gave him a gift of comedy, of being funny, or giving jokes, or inspiring the people. In this, man, he took this $30 and went and invested in himself. And what did he do? He bought him a ticket to go produce or to go be live on a show, to give a comedy show for the night.
Right.
This person offered him 2 gigs. He was so funny the first night, they offered him to come back the second night. On the second night, he gained $50 on the first night, $50 on the second night. He got $100. Boom. He got a phone call from Showtime at the Apollo, which we all know, we've all seen, I'm sure. Showtime at the Apollo is something that Steve Harvey became well-renowned for.
Right.
But you didn't know that he only had $30 before he started Showtime at the Apollo. How crazy is that?
Crazy.
So now Steve Harvey is worth $180 million. His net worth to this day is $180 million. So you can't tell me that there's no way that you can't come up from $30. You know, so we can talk about the poverty level. We can talk about, you know, what position you're in, but we have to find effective ways to be effective in our growing, in our saving, to make sure that we can reach, you know, a common goal or save some money to where we can have plenty of money to live off of, man.
Right. So in that $30, he had $30 tangible.
Yep.
But he had 2 other things too that you're gonna talk about.
Let's talk about it, man.
All right. First, he got, like we said, the mindset.
Right.
That's having a why.
Yeah.
Somebody that's living in poverty, he don't want to live in poverty. he knows something bigger. So you gotta have a why. What is your reason why you saving?
Right.
What are you doing? Like that's where that goal come from. Another thing is he was operating in his gift.
Yeah, man.
Operating your gift will take you a long way.
Long way.
Long way. You think there's no money in your gift? It's money in your gift.
Yeah.
If you operate in your gift, the money will come.
Man, the Bible tells us that, bro.
Right.
It's so crazy.
He gave everybody a gift.
He told everybody, bro, your gift will make room for you. Right. It's so crazy. We can talk about musicians to preachers to teachers. Everybody has a personal gift. You got to find that gift.
Right.
You know, and the gift is even there. It's tangible for you to have.
Right.
You got to have a will to want to have that gift. However, when you do operate in that gift, it makes room for us, bro.
Right. So he 180 million off his voice.
Off his voice.
All in America, man. It's so much stuff in this world you can just operate off of. Voice, speaking, talking, artwork, anything is tangible. So I'm gonna go here. So I got some more steps for you to take. So if you say you can't save no money, you can't do nothing. Yeah. So most people, look, what's minimum wage? $7.50 right now.
$7.25.
$7.20, somewhere from there. So minimum wage. So in 2 weeks, you might bring home a few $100.
Right.
You might not have a lot. You might have a lot of bills. So here's some ways you can do. You can set back a percentage.
Yeah.
So if your bank account or direct deposit from your job, you have just one checking account, go open up your savings account also.
Right.
All right. So what you do is you have 90% in your checking account. You can even put 10% into your savings account. Don't touch it. All right. You let it grow.
Yeah.
Don't even look at it. You can set it to where you can't even see it on your phone.
Right.
So let that build up that way. That's the simplest way to do it.
Yeah.
If you cannot, it's another game plan that help you out in the long run. Because if you don't have a lot of money, your credit probably ain't good either.
It's not good. I highly doubt it.
If you can't save $10, your credit probably ain't 800. You know what I'm saying? And you make it 750. Your credit score probably ain't. If I had to guess, it probably ain't 800. All right. So, all right. It's a few companies out there, fintechs, a financial technology. So a financial technology is gonna be like your Cash App, your Chime Banking. What's the new one? Current. That's a new one. That's a new fintech. It's based off of technology. So you don't have to have a good credit score.
Right.
It's a free account.
Right.
The benefits outweigh the liabilities in this situation because you can get overdraft fee for free. Set your direct deposit up with one of these fintechs. Another big fintech is self-incorporated.
Yeah.
So self was created for people like us. They want to save some money, but you know it's hard to save money. Put it, have your regular check and you have your checking account or whatever, and you set your own terms up. Right. You can do 12 months. You can do 2 years.
Right.
Every month you set your payment as low as $25 up to $150.
Right.
At the end of that term, it's just like you paying a bill. At the end of that term, they'll write you a check and send it to you. You had a one lump sum of cash. So if you want to save $1,000 and don't want to touch it, set you up a free account with Self. All right, take it to the next step.
Take it up, man.
Take it to the next step. Self will offer you after your first 3 to 6 months of paying on time a free credit card.
Free
credit card. Free. It's all in the same app. Free. No credit check. It won't mess your credit up. It won't do nothing. It's your own money. So they're taking your balance that you've been paying on, and they'll move it to a credit card.
Right.
All right. So you keep paying your credit card. Keep paying your regular balance.
Right.
They ask you, do you want to add some more to your credit card? So you take another $200 and put to your credit card. You're increasing your credit limit at the same time, which is looking good in your credit report.
So now you got the 2-in-1.
Right. So now you got both.
Got the 2-in-1. Can't beat the 2-in-1. Everybody like a deal, right?
Right. Credit score going up.
And you saving money at the same time. Can't beat
so if you don't want none of your money back at the end, save all your money, you put it all on credit card.
Right.
All right. Next game play. After you got that credit card, guess what's gonna happen?
What's happening?
They're gonna start sending stuff in the mail.
Yeah.
Do you want this credit card? Do you want this credit card?
Right.
Do you want this credit card? Now
don't go out and get all them credit cards. Now.
Please don't go spend credit cards.
We not telling you to go get all them credit cards.
Right. But if you do, be responsible. Think about where you're at right now.
Right.
You need to spend no more than 30%.
Mm-hmm.
That's just in my eyes. Do what you want to do. I ain't no financial advisor. But what you do is you try not to spend your money, your credit. If you're going to spend it like that, make sure you pay your bill off every month. Right. Make sure you're being responsible with it. Because you're trying to up your game. This is all about leveling up and saving your money. Because you want to teach your kids the same information.
Right.
You want to teach this generation to generation. Then by the time you know it, you might only be making $30,000 a year, but you have $150,000 worth of credit built up.
Man, that's huge. And when you got credit, you got money.
Right. Credit is king. Okay.
Credit is king. Now, something I want to share with people too, bro. I'm gonna tell you, man. A lot of people. We just talked about how we can get a checking account, a savings account, and all those different accounts. Mm-hmm. But I think a lot of times people miss that a savings account only roughly costs us between $50 to $100 to start. Mm-hmm. And so we talk about that all the time. And so one thing that even my grandmother does is something that helps me a lot. Let that loose change that we use. Yes. Instead of throwing it in the cup holder, in the car, instead of throwing it into on the street or just dropping it. If we drop, a lot of times people drop pennies and don't care about it. Do we not know that a penny makes $1?
That's true.
Come on, man. Do we not know a dime? All of this form of currency is money that we can save and put back to use towards something. So a lot of times, like the other day, I saved money from roughly July to December of last year. Just loose change. And I came up with $40 in quarters alone. And just from July to December, $40 in quarters alone.
Quarters.
Now I'm only $10 away from my goal to set up a savings account.
Right.
$10 away. So it's all about the initiative. It's all about the drive. So I have 3 ways I think that I could share with the people that I personally like.
All right, what you got?
So mine is to plan, proceed, and maintain. So you can plan all day long. So we have to have a common goal. You talked about setting goals. We got to know exactly what we're planning for. You know, if you're saving just to be saving, then there's no point in saving. Just live your life. Do what you want to do. If you're saving for a common goal, then that's what we're trying to shoot for. If I know that I have a trip to Gatlinburg that I want to go to in the next 6 months, and I know it's going to cost me $1,000 to get there, then I got to figure out a way to save that money to get there. Mm-hmm. Have a plan set up. When you set the plan, then you have to proceed. If you don't proceed in the plan, then what difference does it make? Yeah, faith without works is dead. If we don't put forth some form of action to save this money, it's pointless. And lastly, maintain. We have to maintain. Right. Why is maintaining important? Well, maintaining is important because a lot of times we go to this place to where, we save $100 towards our goal, but then our habit comes up. Or we got some friends that say, let's go to Chili's and eat. Mm-hmm. So now I know that I'm still saving towards the goal.
But I'm like, I see $100 over here.
See $100 sitting there, ain't doing nothing. So now I'm going to double in. I'm taking 20 or 30 of that dollars just so I can go eat out with my friends.
And that mindset is dangerous too. Because if I got $100 and I spend $30, that's only $70. You be like, man, I might as well go spend another $70.
I'll spend the rest of it.
Might as well.
You're gonna keep going back. You're gonna keep giving back. You're gonna keep taking away from your goal. And then when it comes time for your trip and you realize that you're $100 short, and your feelings gonna be hurt.
Right.
So we gotta make sure that we maintain in that situation. You have control over maintenance. You have control over perseverance. You have control over that plan. So if you plan, proceed, and maintain, I think you'll be in good shape. We talked about last week success as well, man, and I think that something that I said last week goes in this: proper preparation prevents poor performance. One of my favorite quotes to say, I'm telling you people, if you just properly plan what you have going on, your performance is actually going to go in effect, man. You got something else for the folks?
Yeah, I got some more. I wrote this down too. So, as of today, about 70% of all Americans has less than $1,000 in emergency account. Mm. So what? This is a couple of things. So $1,000, you might not can put $1,000 in one savings account, but the goal is to get $1,000 that you can have access to. So I just gave you the biggest thing: credit cards. If you can have $1,000 where you can actually get that liquid cash off for emergency, like your car break down, you need a new transmission. Right. $1,000, like, man, well, I ain't got no cash, but I do got this credit card that's $1,000 on there. Right. If it's an emergency, you need it. You just have to use it. Right. You don't have to borrow no money. You still have that credit. Now, once you get that maintenance fixed, go back to putting that money back on that credit card.
Got to put it back.
Got to put it back.
All right.
That's one way of doing it. Investing, stocks, cryptocurrency. It's almost like you can put liquid assets into.
Right.
So you can buy assets. So my car, I got a car.
Yeah.
That I'm not driving. They can be an asset. Rent it out. If you don't need it, sell it. That's extra money you can have.
A hustle.
Yes.
A hustle.
Please create you some kind of side hustle. If you don't have enough money right now, you have a gift. Create something. If you don't have a gift in it, you can create something yourself. You're a creator. Everybody's a creator. Get yourself into something that's gonna bring you some extra cash. The extra $100 a month, you can put that back. Save up a few months. You can take that $300-400, put into something else.
Right.
Grow your money. The dollar is depreciating every day. Every day. Inflation is killing our dollar. So what you want to do is create something that's going to bring you some money. Get you some assets out there. No more liabilities. 2021, all assets, okay? Make sure you're doing that. So everybody know in this pandemic right now.
Mm-hmm.
So
I just wrote it down. Man.
Everybody, you know we are in a pandemic right now.
Yep.
So let me tell you something. This is a good gameplay. I ain't telling you to do it, but it's out there. Every big business you have credit or some debt with, we know COVID is going around. So what you can do is you can call all your accounts. Call every single one of them. Everybody on that 30-day list, call them. Like, hey, look, having some difficulties, COVID going around, everybody's affected. They have systems in place right now for hardship.
Yeah.
You can defer your payments even now.
Yeah.
Some people, student loans, you ain't got to pay them for forever now. They'll put them on pause. Anything you think of, you can call. If it don't do it, at least you tried. You call. Somebody going to do it.
It's about putting in the effort.
Right. You got to put work. You got to put work in. You can't just save money just be saving money.
That's it.
If you ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? If you $30,000 a year, it's some way you can get some money somewhere.
Right.
Somehow. Flipping something. If you got a closet full of clothes, say t-shirts.
Sell them.
Say a t-shirt. Come on now.
You're not wearing them.
Coats, everything.
I know.
Sell your clothes.
I know some women right now in this world, bro. My grandmother to be one, my mom to be two, man. I'm telling you, they got clothes in their closets right now that still have tags on. For what?
Sitting there.
For what? And then we talking about there's folks out here that ain't got clothes to wear and all this different. So we take a lot of this stuff for granted, man. We use your resources that are at hand.
Right. You might have to take a little loss too.
Yeah.
So if you pay $50 for a t-shirt and you probably wore a couple times, you know you're only gonna get $10 for it.
Now don't go ahead and charge these folks $100 for a shirt that you don't worn twice.
Right.
You don't need
if you get $10 for it, guess what? That's $10. Don't spend that $10. Go put it up.
Right.
Next shirt, $5, put it up.
Right.
$3, put it up. It adds up quickly, people.
Yeah.
All right. So
you can't sell a car for the same price you bought it for.
True.
It's not possible.
True.
So that's something that we have to really think about and create a notion for, man. We have to understand it. There's a depreciation in everything that we do.
Mm-hmm.
Everything we do. So, use what you have, but don't overdo it.
Yeah, don't be ridiculous with it. Yeah. Please don't.
Don't be selfish.
Don't be selfish.
That's the key.
Yeah, just keep going. It's a process. You got to go through some kind of struggle to get where you're going.
Fantasia said it best. Sometimes you got to lose to win again.
And then you lose again to win again. Yeah. It's a process. It's ongoing. That's how you know you're going somewhere. If you ain't got no problems, you going there happy. You might be happy, but there's some problems somewhere.
I'm telling you.
You ain't trying to progress to the next level.
I'm telling you. And that leads me back to Steve Harvey. We just got done talking about. I know we got a lot to talk about. Mm-hmm. I know we shared a lot, but we want to calm it down a little bit. But I want to take you back to Steve Harvey 1 second. We just talked about losing and winning again, bro. Steve Harvey had $30 again, and he didn't care to fail. Once he realized that failure was a part of his promotion, failure is a part of your promotion. Sometimes God takes us through different tests, different trials, different situations to put us in line for the promotion. So because I make $100 a day here, which is great, doesn't mean that I can't make $1,000 a day in the next 10 or 20 years. Right. But we have to sit and prepare for the promotion. God ain't going to leave you out there. Trust him first. I know that a lot of people, that's for those who do believe. If you don't believe, call me. We can try to help you. Right. But in that instance, we have to make sure we put in a proper plan. And then you talked about COVID. something I wrote down, bro. It says COVID and a hustle. COVID and a hustle. A lot of times, people don't know, man. We're both business owners, bro.
Right.
I have a clothing line. We have a clothing line together. He has Break Time Solutions, Jones Fairley Investments. So we got different businesses, man, that we have created to not only enhance our daily lifestyle, but to save towards what we're trying to come to. But at the end of the day, we have to work towards those goals. Right. Man. You got something else for the folks?
Right. My business, we started somewhere in COVID.
Man, telling you, man.
Start a business in COVID.
In COVID.
Start a business in COVID. And
we haven't seen a lack, bro. Because at the end of the day, we put forth effort. We work towards what we're doing. And we're trying to share the wealth with the people.
Right.
Trying to share the wealth with the people.
You just got to take it in and actually put in the work and put it together. So, I do got one more.
What's up?
One more thing.
Yeah.
A lot of people get a savings account with your bank. You can do that. You know you're going to earn, what, 0.001%?
Yeah.
Go online and open up high yield interest account. They'll pay you monthly.
Right.
I got a couple. Ally Bank is a perfect one. You put money in, every time you make a deposit, every month they're gonna take what you got,
right,
and pay your percentage.
Make sure it's what is it, FDA approved?
Yeah, FDIC approved.
FDIC.
So which one?
I don't know what FDA is.
FDA. That's a food. Make sure it's everything approved.
And you want healthy food too.
Yeah.
But make sure it's FDIC approved. You don't go to a bank that ain't
ain't got check. We got Google now, man.
Yeah.
Google these banks. You can do a quick Google search, look for high yield savings accounts. There's compounding interest. That's the word. You want to compound your interest. All right. So keep it real simple. You take $100.
Right.
You can put it into an account. Even if you don't touch it, it's compounding interest.
Right.
So that next month you might make 1%.
Right.
Of 1%. So you might have $1 and a penny or something.
Yeah.
Then you get paid on that penny again. So that penny making you money. Every month that $100 is gonna restack.
So stop throwing them pennies out the window when
Please
you go get your McDouble that you aren't supposed to be eating.
Right.
Instead of save them pennies, man. Because everybody doesn't have a credit card. Everybody doesn't have a debit card. We use Cash App cards real heavily these days.
Right.
But even then, we can talk and go a little bit deeper. We're not gonna go too deep. But even on Cash App, you can take the money off of Cash App and invest.
Straight off of one platform.
Off of one platform. You can invest in Walmart. You can invest in McDonald's. I have stock in McDonald's, MGM, all of these different stock exchanges you can invest in.
That'll pay you dividends, but we're going to get too deep.
Bitcoin.
Man. Crypto.
Worth almost $50,000 now. And you can go buy some off of your Cash App card.
Every day.
It's up to you. The choice is up to you, man. So we're going to go through this and wind this down, bro. We just hope that we've helped and shared something with somebody that can use a little bit of what we've talked about and make sure that we can, help you grow in saving, in growing, and being a better person. You know, everybody can save. Everybody has an opportunity to save. It's about how you do it. So let's run this down one more time. Share your plans with the people, your scheme, and I'm going to share mine. We're going to get on out of here.
All right. So real quick, just a quick overview. We're going to, first of all, set us a goal, get us some kind of why I'm doing this.
Why?
I'm doing it for my kids. I'm doing it on a trip. I just want to be better later on in life. Get your goal together.
Right.
All right. Next, we're going to go to the bank or wherever you get your paycheck or however you spend your money. Look at all your transactions for at least 30 days. At least 30 days. That way you can see everything coming out.
Right.
I looked at mine. My kids love Wendy's.
Right.
You got $200 a month on Wendy's. You got to go.
Well, what can you do with that though? Can you go take $50 and go buy your own chicken nuggets? Make your own hamburgers?
Right. You can take $200 and buy a lot of chicken nuggets from the store.
That's a part of saving, y'all.
You got to figure out little loopholes somewhere. It's always something you can do. It's always an alternative somewhere.
Right.
All right. So make sure you look at everything. Stop buying these expensive T-shirts. Go to Walmart. All right. Go to Walmart. Get it over with.
Yeah.
You ain't got to look cool for nobody.
Yeah.
You trying to get your money up. We leveling it up. All right. Direct deposits straight out your paycheck into different accounts, fintechs. Like I said, Self is a real good platform. You'll see information about it everywhere.
Right.
That's a good company. I actually used it. Got the credit card 3 months. It's awesome. Crazy. It'll help you. Even send you notifications. Tell you like, hey, you bought this such and such.
Right.
You this much percentage.
Right.
You might want to calm down. You might want to, hey, look, you doing great.
Right.
They'll let you know how you doing. All right, no excuse now. No excuse.
No excuse.
None.
No.
Get your side hustle. Everybody should have a side hustle. It's something that everybody you see selling a t-shirt, selling a cup. You can sell anything nowadays. Selling is biggest way. Get on something.
Yeah.
Anything. Just move. You gotta work. All right. Next thing, call all your accounts. Everybody. Call. If you're on hold, wait. Call them. It don't matter. Call everybody. And make sure you call credit card company.
Yeah.
They willing to work with you. If you got an account with a credit card company, make sure you call them because they want to keep your account. These people want your business.
They want your money.
Yeah, they gotta have you to grow. So they gonna do whatever they can to help you out.
And most of the time, these credit card companies, bro, they'll allow you a payment plan.
Mm-hmm.
And so it can be simple. So you talking about your normal, say if you done spent 30% of your credit limit, you can break those things down into payments.
Right.
And so it's all about setting those goals. If I know I got a $30 payment at the end of the month, and I know I need at least 3 times out of that month, I need to put $4 to $10 somewhere and save it, so we can make sure that we put ourselves.
Yeah, go out there and grind, get that $10 somewhere.
Man, sell some shoes, sell your clothes. I would just have to use your resources to make things happen. So mine were plan, proceed, and maintain. So as a single individual, and sometimes we have those out there who are single parents. So we understand you sort of fall up under the the scheme that he gave you, but at the same time, if we put proper plans in order, man, and just take action, do some things to make sure that we're gonna make the goal that we plan, and then maintain the goal. Stop going back into your savings account. Stop unless it's necessary, unless you have to. You know what I'm saying? Emergencies only. But if it's something that we can stay from, something that we can be effective in, let's stay effective as much as possible. Proceed, man. So, man, I hope that we share something with y'all. I hope that we done something good today. I hope that you gained something from this. We're gonna give a major shout out to our t-shirt company.
Leap of Faith t-shirt.
Leap of Faith t-shirts on the Brothers.
Yeah, we'll tag them. We'll tag them in here.
We're gonna drop everything in the comment section, especially on YouTube, on Facebook. Y'all make sure to go like, share, and subscribe. If you have some kind of topic or something for a form of discussion, hit us in our inbox. Yes. Just leave us a comment. Tell us something that you want to hear us talk about. We don't want to be too heavy in our talk, but we want to make sure that we're encouraging somebody as well every day in our life. Every day.
We trying to ain't no topic too rough. We'll talk about it.
We're real brothers with real conversation.
Peace, y'all.
Be out.